Hey Kylie's mom and all you YouTubers, I'm doing this video response for specifically Kylie's mom 012005, and she is on YouTube requesting a challenge for information on paper pads and stamping storage. So even though I've done the humongous challenge of revamping my entire craft room and showing the before and after, I'm going to specifically talk about how I store my stamps and my paper in this one. Okay, the first thing I did when I got a ginormous amount of stamps was I grabbed my best friend and took all of the shoe boxes I had, and if I didn't have enough, I went to Target and I got more shoe boxes because really they're only like 89 cents a piece. And I used every single one that I had that I could find to put labels on it, and we sorted thousands of stamps that I had. So that's my first way of sorting my stamps. I have a few more over here. Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, and I threw my bears in there because I didn't have very many. And then I've got some everyday stamps in there. But that's basically how I store my stamps, in boxes by category so I can find them easy. The next thing I tried to do was get my acrylic stamps stored in binders like this. And oh gosh, I tried a lot of different things, but I ended up with a thick piece of cardstock in between each layer of let me pull these out and show you so it's a lot easier to see than it is to describe. One problem with this binder system is the fact that once you, well, I guess you can sort of grow out of it or have to keep on typing up pages. I kind of let that go because I don't know, I got bored of it, I guess. So this is my book 2. I do have kind of an outline of everything that's in it. I love the ones online where people have taken the time to actually stamp each one. That would be so cool, but I just haven't taken the time to do that. So I originally started off with a piece of heavy cardstock of some sort on the inside and then just sticking them all on the outside so that I could just peel and go. But as you can see, it starts warping the plastic, and you can put them back in the spot and they hold okay, but I wouldn't set this upright on a shelf because some of the pages have tended to come off. Some of them are super sticky and they just don't come off, and those work great in these, but see, now I've got one here that's stuck together because it moved around. That's my only downfall to this one. Some of the smaller ones I put in plastic bags and just stuck them in between. But yeah, this book's pretty sticky, so they've stayed, but you can see all the bowing and bulging of the paper, of the plastic. So this is not the best way to store. I would not recommend it. I'm trying to get to the back of the book because this is how I would do it now. Leave them on their individual 2 pieces of cardboard in there and slide them in the pockets to keep them that way. Much easier. I'm out of room in my 2 books, so I created an actual alphabet set one with just some binder rings because I was sick of looking for them, and I had all these little teeny tiny ones. So that's super fun. And then once I make words, then I'll transfer them if I use them a lot. Because I don't use my word stamps a lot, though, I transfer them to a piece of, what do I have it on here? A thick piece of acetate. So I've got the word Christmas, because I know I'll use that one again. Cheers, thanks, and get well, and then there's a little congratulations I stuck in there. Because then I don't have to search for those, and they're just right in there. Which leads me to my other way of organizing. These are all like my individual stamps. I decided not to do the binder, and so I have piles of them. But this works for me because then I can just go through them like this, pull out the one that I want, and then just stick it back in there. This drawer is nice and roomy, and it's really easy to get in and out. Dollar stamps and my tinier stamps I have over here, and I keep them in these bins because these are easier to get to. And then like the drawer, I can just flip through these and look for the ones that I want, and then just stick them back in there. And then these are like the dollar store ones, all the little ones that I have, and these are super easy to look through. They're roomy, which is why I have all of my stamps separated. But not least, I used to do Close to My Heart quite a bit, and I love the way you can store each set in the folder it comes in, and then put them in these boxes. So all of these boxes lining my shelf are completely full of stamps in the folders. I've got miscellaneous and religious, seasons and holidays, alphabets, alphabet sets, flowers and butterflies, itty bitty stamps, great for ATCs, holidays and seasons, and then words and quotes on the top. And if that weren't enough, I'm going to show you how I store my paper too. Yawn. Okay, when I revamped, I left this original, like this is all Mod Podge stuff because I've outgrown all my systems. So this works for me. These and these in these wonderful bins that I purchased at Joann's and Michael's. I have these sorted by category and color in these things, but I'm not always so great about getting them put back in. But like I've got seasons and blah 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 blah, how I do my stamps in there. And then I moved all of my colored paper, 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11 all together so that I could see the range of colors that I have and grab what I want. The overflow of patterned paper that I have, that's just Mod Podge, you know, when you go in on your hauls and you're like, oh, I just have to have that paper, but it doesn't go with anything really, is all in here. So that's just extra 12 by 12 paper. Then behind me on another shelf, I've put all of my paper pads and books that are all together. And slightly up from there, I put all of my little designer paper pads, 6x6s, and paper stacks that aren't quite 6x6. They're like 4.5 by 6.5. And then this is the only 8 I have, but I really wanted the Secret Garden. That was a birthday splurge with some money my mom gave me. And then right here to the left I have all of my thick cardstock and chipboard. Not all of it, because I do tend to use a lot of my cereal boxes and stuff, and I do store that in a separate place. And now real quickly, and I know this is getting long, I'm really super sorry, but I found a fabulous way to store my punches so that I can get at them easily, and I can see every single style and shape that I have. I got these 3-tiered baking, you know, for cooling racks that stack. They actually come apart, but there's 3 of them. And then I just, of course, filled each layer. And that works out really awesome for me, and the really big ones I put right on top here. But now, I don't dig for them. I just grab what I want, I put it back in its space, and I use them a lot more often. And I wanted to quickly show this too. I've shown this on another video, but this is my Rotavision, and it is kind of loud when I turn it a little bit, but all my little doodads are in here. I'll get a little close up so you can see what's actually in there. Keys and buttons. And more little doodads. And it just goes around and around. Each one of these awesome units I got at Costco, and they cost me about $12, but now they range anywhere from $15 to $20, and I love it. If you're not all freaked out about the noise and how it moves, it was originally made I think for handymen. You can pull it off the wall and carry it with the handle that's on it, and then replace it back on the wall if you really wanted to take it with you, but mine is just for permanent storage, so I thought I would share that as well. Anyway, that would be the end of my share. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks Kylie's mom for doing this challenge, and I hope that more people will join in and show us how you store your things so that we can get more ideas and help each other out as our addiction grows. See ya!